So is it just me, or do you also find yourself looking through endless of 808 and 909 samples just to make your drums right while you're in a production? Bitwig 5.3 just got a solution for this one. I just switched to the beta channel from the stable channel, and because I was very interested in trying these new V8 and V9 and V0 machines that are now coming with Bitwig. I'm recording this video because I want you to delete all your 808 and 909 samples and just get rid of them. Or okay, maybe you can keep them, but let me explain what I'm talking about. So Bitwig not just recreated the Roland TR-808 and 909 with samples, but actually they recreated them using their grid technology to actually have quite good replications in your DAW already. And there is interesting thing is there are knobs and features that are actually not part of the original devices. They extended them quite a bit. For example, you have this distortion and the punch control. You're able to play the 808 kick like a bass line, for example, if that's your thing, especially like for atmospheric drum and bass. So why not just use samples? You might ask yourself. Well, I believe if you have these devices by hand and you actually know exactly what you're doing, you're way faster achieving the results of what you just want to do, rather than scrolling through endless lists of 808 and 909 samples. And to be honest, these imperfections that Bitwig is emulating with these devices, I think this is what the character really makes them standing out. And hence you also have more flexibility in really adjusting the devices and the sounds to your desire. So now you might say, dude, why the heck you don't have these plugins or such plugins already by hand? And on the one hand, you're right. So maybe for some years already I was thinking and considering having an 808 or 909 plugin by hand, but actually I was hesitating investing some money into this, just being able to replicate the sound quite exactly, because I have already a bunch of drum machines. I had already all these samples by hand, right? But on the other hand, having this now included in Bitwig, I think this is the strong thing of Bitwig, that it just comes for free. This is amazing. So I'm curious, how does this resonate with you? Do you think you're gonna using these devices in your daily production? Do you think it's just overkill of what I'm doing and really producing a whole video about this topic? I would love to see what you think. Next step, what I have to do is creating my template with all these devices in there, so that I don't always have to fire up the individual sounds as machines, but rather having a template in my DAW. And maybe a last note here from this side, you might have seen in older videos of mine, I was using a Behringer RD8, which is an 808 clone, and I was really happy with this one. Well, the sound was just perfect, right? I could record it and I had the analog thing, but to be fair, once I moved back then when I moved into this new house here and rebuilt my studio, it took me over a year just realizing that I just did not connect this device at all. And that's why I thought I give myself a push and sold it on eBay again. And I'm not really missing it because it was just this big thing and complex to record, and so I never really used it compared to any other samples during that time. So that's why now I'm really happy having these devices in Bitwig as well. So let me know what you think of my thoughts. Is it just bullshit, or do you think these devices make sense, and do you like them as well just as I do? Let me know so in the comments, and talk to you soon. Bye.